Hello everybody, my name's Ryan and I'm a driving instructor. Today, this picture. So I took this picture of a van parked at the side of the road. Controversial, it's a Royal Mail van and he's parked on a crossing. Now we know that we're not allowed to park on a crossing because it says so in the highway code. So the highway code specifically tells us where to stop, that we shouldn't stop on a junction or within 10 metres of a junction, on a crossing, double yellow lines, single yellow lines when they're in operation, things like this. This van's parked on a crossing though. Now just around the corner there is a post box and he's allowed to park there, it turns out. He's allowed to block the crossing. Whether it's right or wrong, put your comment down here, I guess, and tell me if you think that's right, that he should be parked on the crossing. Should he be parked on the crossing? It turns out if he's got the crown on the side of the van and he's the Royal Mail, then he's the King's Mail. He's a representation of the Crown of the United Kingdom and therefore he can park anywhere, it turns out. Well, actually the guide doesn't 100% say that. The guide says that they should stop in a safe, convenient and legal location. When you look at the picture you think, well, he could have just stopped after the crossing and he would have solved his problem of being stopped. Maybe he was just being lazy. I don't know. Put your comment in and tell us what you think about somebody parking on a crossing. I don't think that's fair, really. I don't think that he should have done that, to be fair. I think that realistically he could have just travelled a little bit further and it wouldn't have been an issue. Tell us what you think. Also, I've got this video. This video is a little bit complex. Basically, he's trying to beat me in the learner car on Moor Farm roundabout and he's in the wrong lane, or she's in the wrong lane, however it is. They're in the lane that's next to me on the right hand side. That lane is technically the right hand lane for a dual carriageway that's about to come up for the 189, the 189 south. And there's one all the way on the left hand side which is the big trucks in. Then you've got the one next to it, which is the right hand lane for the dual carriageway. Then you've got my lane, which is for the A19 and the turn off for Ansford. And then you've got a lane that's next to me, which is for the A19. Theoretically, you can use either lane for the A19 and either lane for the 189. But the guide is quite specific when it comes to spiral roundabouts, and this is where this comes in. If you pick a lane, you should stay in that lane. You should not change lanes. You should not change your mind. You should stick to that lane and go wrong. You should intentionally go wrong. I know this because I'm a driving instructor and it says so in the book. But also I know this because an examiner failed one of my pupils for doing what this person is doing. It wasn't on this roundabout, it was on another one. But they were in the wrong lane and cut across. That person has cut in front of me. I slowed down and let them in. It wasn't the best pleased about it. It wasn't a big thing, I just let them in. But it's still a fail on a driving test. Now this person was going around to McDonald's and I didn't really follow him. I was going to the petrol station. I wasn't following them intentionally. I was coming off towards Anetsford. But they were having a game of beat me. There was actually quite a lot of traffic behind me as well. There was quite a few cars who were a little bit unhappy by this person moving back into that lane from technically the wrong lane. Again, tell us what you think. I don't see a huge amount potentially wrong with it, other than they've picked the wrong lane and they don't know the area. But this guy clearly does, because he knew he was going to McDonald's, so he knew he was going to beat me. He knew he was in the wrong lane, therefore he knew he was going to cut across. Yeah, people do it a lot because the traffic's built up for that right turn onto the A19. People deliberately go in the wrong lane. Now, is picking the wrong lane deliberately wrong? Again, answer in the comments. Tell us what you think about somebody that you've been caught up on that roundabout before. You've done something similar in your area where somebody's done something stupid, where they've gone in the wrong lane intentionally to cut back across, cut you up because they thought they could beat the traffic. It's rude, it's aggressive, it's unwarranted, you don't really need it, you're not going to save that much time. If he was 3 cars behind me, he would have been 20 seconds later. What's 20 seconds? Nothing, is it really? Not really. Also, on that roundabout, on the other side, I've filmed loads for that roundabout, but on the other side, people do the same thing. They cut in from the right-hand side and cut across 3 lanes. They've often parked a police car out there intentionally. We're just waiting for the smash. They are literally waiting for people to crash. Again, is it right or is it wrong? Well, it's clearly wrong. They're in the wrong lane. Are they doing the right thing? Absolutely not. If you cause somebody to slow down, swerve or stop, that car caused me to slow down, swerve or stop, then you've become a hazard. And therefore, you have broken the highway code. Therefore, you would fail a driving test. If you disagree, it's cool. I don't care. I'm just showing you what you probably shouldn't do, because it's just rude and inappropriate. Well, if you like what you saw today, this is just a short one this week. It's pouring down. It's been windy last week. There's a tree in a road. We came across this when we were driving around. Really interesting. Tree in the road. Yeah, I couldn't pass some places yesterday. Just got to be careful when you go out. Take your time. Understand what's happening. It's pouring down. It's wet. Don't do 60 everywhere. Do 40 or something. Just keep yourself safe. Please keep yourself safe. Lots of bad weather. Got another stop tomorrow. This is filmed on a Tuesday. It goes out on a Friday, if you remember. Then you'll see this early. I haven't got any members, so maybe you don't want to watch my videos early. Fine, don't have to. It's not really all that important. It's just this video that goes out on a Friday anyway. I only put that in because, well, YouTube recommended it. There we go. If you like what you saw, like, subscribe. Come back next week. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy mine. Goodbye.